Hi, I'm Valerie Bertinelli. You may know me from Valerie's Home Cooking or even Kids Baking Championship. And I want to show you how to make a classic chicken and rice dish. Amping up the flavor with a little ranch seasoning. So I think you might like this. We're going to start by pumping up the oven to 400 degrees. So if you want to cook along with me, get your oven preheated. And more importantly, get out some frozen peas and carrots and get them on the counter so that they can thaw. Chicken and rice, classic. My mom used to make it all the time. But sometimes when you put the chicken and the rice in the oven together, it just never seems to come out the same. So this way, we're gonna roast our chicken and we'll make the rice on the stovetop and then put it all together at the end. I have 4 beautiful chicken breasts here, bone in, skin on, and that's for a reason, because chicken breasts can be kind of on the bland side. It's really so much more delicious when you cook chicken with their bone in. You guys are gonna need to get some salt and pepper on these chicken breasts. Get a little olive oil out too. Just get a little sprinkled right over the chicken breasts on the skin side. And this is gonna help the salt and the pepper stick to the chicken breast. I wanna get both sides salted and peppered, so I'll start with this guy all the way down. Now some pepper. It's really important to get a nice amount of seasoning on the chicken. And we're gonna turn these over and do the other side. Let's just turn them all over. Salted and some pepper. Now, I want the skin to get crispy, and I'm sure you guys do too. So turn the chicken breast back over, skin side on top. And now get these into the oven, and they're gonna stay in for about 25, 30 minutes, or if you wanna be really, really safe, get a thermometer out and make sure they're at 160 degrees. Chicken and rice. Both ingredients, chicken and rice, can be very bland on their own, but you can also infuse them with a lot of flavor because they can take it. So with the rice, we're gonna start infusing it with flavor. Get your pan, heat it up with a little bit of oil in it. And while the oil heats up, I'm gonna grab my onion and my garlic. What we're gonna do now is get this onion chopped up. So before you even take the skin off, you're gonna notice the 2 sides. This is the root side, and this kind of holds all of the different onion layers together. And then chop off the other side. You don't need that. Remove this top layer. It takes a bit. See, peeling layers off an onion is not so easy, just like human beings. So I'm getting this peeled up. You guys can do the same if you're cooking along with me. I hope you are too, because this is the fun part, is where we get to cook together. Where this root still is, just slice right down the middle. Then you can see how all the layers are still holding on all together, and this is gonna make it easier for you to chop. So then I slice right down here. I want it to be nice, diced little pieces, and then go lengthwise. Or is that the other way? Doesn't matter. And then it'll just turn into automatic dice just like this. See that? You got your little pieces right there. By the way, this is a really big onion, and this only calls for a small onion, so I'm just gonna use half of this. So just get this in. Whenever I'm sauteing onions and garlic, I like to let the onions go first so they can soften up. And it also gives the garlic something to sit on while they get fragrant and they don't burn. I don't like burnt garlic. So just 1 clove. And to get the skin off of a garlic clove, you just kind of pop it, give it a little smash. And that is also gonna help you start dicing it up because it's already smashed up. There we go, that's a nice big clove. I'm gonna get that off. And then just start slicing this guy up. Go one way, and then turn it around and go the other way. And you'll start to get little dices. The great thing about this dish is it's all things that are in your pantry already, I can pretty much assume. You have rice in your pantry. I always have garlic and onions right out there on the counter, along with all my citrus. Let me just give these onions a stir first before I add the garlic. Let's listen to that sizzle. All right, time for the garlic. Give that a quick stir. All right, time to add in the rice and all the flavor that's gonna infuse into the rice. You guys are gonna need to get some long grain white rice, turmeric, chicken broth, cream cheese, package of ranch seasoning, a couple scallions, and some lemon. I like to always get my rice into the pan before I start adding all of the liquid. So we're gonna need a cup and a half of long grain rice. Now it needs some flavor. If I don't know what to make for dinner, it's a weeknight. This dinner can be done in 30 or 40 minutes, and it doesn't take a lot of work to do it. And this little packet is a big help. It's got powdered buttermilk in it, parsley and dill, and all the great flavors of ranch that you love. Get that mixed in. And now for a little extra added oomph, I wanna add some turmeric. Besides loving the flavor of turmeric, it's a very earthy, almost sweet smelling root. And this is gonna make the rice a really beautiful color as it cooks down. It has a lot of curcumin, which is helpful for your heart, for your liver. It also has a lot of really great anti-inflammatory help for your body. And that's a technical term. Okay, get this mixed up, and then we're gonna add some liquid. Just about a cup of chicken broth. That's gonna add some more flavor. And then I need a lot more liquid, so I'm gonna get 2 cups of water in there too. But first I wanna get the cup of chicken broth in there. This is 1.5 cups of rice to 3 cups of liquid. Let me just give this a quick stir before I put the water in. You're gonna wanna turn your heat up a little bit because you want this to come to a really kind of, not a boil, but a vigorous simmer, not quite boiling. Water goes in. Look at that gorgeous color. That's the turmeric. Okay, so as this is coming up and getting to a nice, vigorous simmer, I wanna add some creaminess to this. Let's get some cream cheese. Automatic creaminess, a little bit of tartness. Love adding cream cheese to things. It can go sweet, it can go savory. It's just one of those really great ingredients. Again, something I always have in my fridge is a couple blocks of cream cheese, ready to go whenever I need them to make dips, to add into rice for my ranch chicken and rice. So I just wanna grab 2 ounces. The whole brick is 8, so just a little pop of it. Half, and then half again. And I wanna get it into little chunks. We'll add that in after I add a little lemon. I'm gonna slice the lemon right now. It's always nice to add a little bit of acid when you have something super creamy. There's just a nice kind of like play that happens with acid and cream, and I love it. Just half of this guy. Perfect. This is a nice little simmer that we have going on. Time to get the cream cheese in. And then a little bit of the lemon. There's some seeds in there, so I'm gonna try and protect it. Just a quick, big squeeze, and you're good to go. Give this a quick mix, making sure the rice isn't sticking to the bottom. This is boiling up a little bit, so I'm gonna turn it down to a nice, low, gentle simmer. I'm gonna get a couple scallions, but I'm gonna save 1 scallion for on top. Just a little bit of zhuzhing. And then get the scallions in. We'll just grab 1 right now. I'm gonna save 1 scallion for on top. This is really simmering beautifully, so let's put the top on. This just needs about 8 to 12 minutes, and it's done when all the liquid has evaporated. While that's cooking, just press pause. I'll be here when you unpause me. All right, we back? Our rice has finished and we got one more step. Remember those peas and carrots I told you about earlier to get them thawing on your counter? Well, here they are. And we're gonna get those in. You don't need the whole bag. Just about half the bag. Usually I've got them rolled up in there. This happens to be a fresh bag. But if you got half a bag in your freezer, get it in. I'm not cooking them. I don't need to. All the heat from the rice is gonna warm these veggies right up. Stir it around. Look how pretty that is, you guys. Let's turn the heat off. It smells so good. There is so much flavor in there. There's cream cheese, that ranch packet. The whole thing is right in here. Beautiful, nice and fluffy, creamy. Just so the veggies cook all the way through, get that top back on while you get your chicken out. Oh yeah, beautiful. Beautiful chicken breast, bone in, skin on. That skin's gotten nice and crispy. Let's get it right on top of the rice. Grab some tongs, get these beauties nestled right in. Just bring it to the serving table just like that, ready to go. Isn't that beautiful? It's so colorful. Let's get a little scallions on there. Oh, wait. I have something really fun I want to put on here. I think you guys might like this. I know I love it because it's a great excuse to buy chips. We got some ranch flavored chips. This is my favorite part of it, maybe. So we're just gonna grab a few chips out of the bag and just crumple them on top. I just want something crunchy because this is a very soothing, smooth, creamy dinner, but you grab some chips and crumple them right over, you add a lot more flavor and some crunch. Rest of the scallions, and there you go. Weeknight dinner, ready to go for a family of 4. If you want a family of 6, get 2 more breasts in there. But you add chips to anything, I can pretty much guarantee your kid's gonna eat it. I know I wanna eat it. To serve, I'm just gonna scoot this breast over, grab a little bit of the rice. So beautiful, so colorful. And get this gorgeous breast right in there. There we go. Dinner, ready, quick, perfect, chicken, rice, I love it. Let's dig in. I know you want to. Oh, the chicken, so tender, beautiful. Oh yeah, so much flavor. So tender, cooked perfectly. It's always good to know how to roast a chicken, pieces or whole chicken. It's something that's great to have in your back pocket. And then the rice adds all that much more flavor. I'm happy. It's like my mom's chicken and rice, just amped up a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed cooking with me. I'm here whenever you need me. Just click on the app and I won't clean your kitchen for you, but I'll cook with you, okay? Come on back anytime.